Hello, YouTube. We are starting another English immersion here on Talk and Talk. I'm here with Almir, Fabiano, Brizola, Matheus Sarava, and Matheus to talk about face and fear. So, how you do it, how to fight this courage. And just to present myself a little bit, my name is Rafael. I'm 32 years old. I grew up in São Paulo, but nowadays I'm living in Austria, Vienna. I'm a lawyer. I'm also a PhD candidate, and I've been teaching in university. I'm a lecturer in university for the last 3 years, teaching different subjects. And it's a pleasure to be here with you to practice English. I'm also a French host here on Talk and Talk, and let's do it. So, Almir, could you read and answer the first question, please?
Okay, let's initiate the meeting here. What's something you used to be afraid of but aren't anymore? Something that I was used to be afraid of. I I I used to be afraid of speaking public. Okay, speaking public, I use it, but it was a long time ago, not anymore, no more. Okay, it was a long time ago. I'm 57 years old now, and through the years, it faded away. Okay, it faded away, so I have no more about this. But and also in the company where I work, up until now, I work in the same company for a long time. uh, I became an instructor, a trainer for the new employees. So I would give training for 30 people, 20 people in a room. But so I overcome this fear. But as I said, this fear was a long time ago. I was starting, and I was afraid to talk in front of people, a lot of people. I used to be afraid of that. Okay.
Very
Now
good.
I pass the microphone to someone else.
No, but it's very good, Omir. I think that you told a very inspiring story, and you could face it your fear and get exposed it, and now you don't have this fear not anymore. Very good. What about you, Fabiano? Do you have an history like that?
I have the same. Had the same fear. Fear. No, I afraid to talk to a lot of people. Uh, I was a very shy person. I totally run away if I had to talk to public. But nowadays uh, one day in the past I one my one boss said to me, to get afraid of this, you have to train, train, practice, to really practice the correct word, practice, and you will not have afraid anymore. And it's work because every time that I practice, I talk with more confidence and uh, keep the shy inside of me or quiet. So I have this same afraid.
Yeah, very good. You're doing very well, Fabiano.
Yeah,
Here in Talk and Talk, we are facing this fear. Every immersion, every single immersion, it's a moment to expose ourselves, to speak in
yes.
public with how said in a more or less, not more or less, in a totally how said nice environment. And you're doing very well. Very good, very good. Everywhere. So it's a very common fear. That's how this how said that speak in public, it's a common fear. What about you, Brizola? Do you have a experience to share with us?
In my case, I used to be afraid of clowns. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, when I was a kid, I thought then here is scary instead of funny. But as I grew up, I realized that then here just the people, customers trying to make others laugh. Now I even find the then kind of funny.
But now you can enjoy. For example, if there is a clown in an event, you can really appreciate it, or not, or just now you say, oh, I'm not afraid, but I don't like it.
Right now, I say so.
More or
So
less,
so.
okay. That's good. That's good. You don't have fear anymore, but it's not something that you like it. It's normal. It's okay. Thank you so much, Brizola. What about you, Matheus?
I used to be afraid about speaking English. Yeah, maybe I have a little this afraid yet, mostly outside this environment, outside the platform, the immersion. But I have be more confidence now. I know I have a long path to become fluent or become more confident, more more correct, but it's a process, and now I have be more tranquilo about that.
That's good. That's good, Matheus. And I think that this is a common fear that everyone that came for Hustle, that it's here in Talk and Talk, felt like that. It's for example, today I chose this topic for today because today I started a new job. It was 100% in English. So and I was afraid. I cannot say that I already. Oh, it's I overcome this fear, but it's something that I'm facing, and this it's very how can I say it? It's very beautiful because it's not just about have a fear and what you do with this fear. Sometimes we don't have the energy to face our fears. I think that is totally accepted because normal, acceptable. But when you feel confidence, and we can do and face our fears, it's very, very beautiful. So let's move on for the second question. So thinking about fear, what do you think, Amir? Fear, it's always something negative. Or that can be positive too.
Number two, do you
Yeah, the
think
number
fear is
two.
always a negative emotion? Always. No, I think that sometimes it can be helpful. For instance, when it keeps you safe from dangerous situations, uh, but too much fear can prevent you from doing certain things. So you stay put, you do nothing. So in some situations it's not good, okay? But it can be helpful when you it keeps you in safe from dangerous situations. You are about to face a dangerous situation. So you are supposed naturally to feel fear. It belongs to us. It's related to our lives. It's inside of us. Since a long time ago, woman has man has fear. That's it. That's what I
No,
think.
that's perfect. I really like it, and I agree 100% with you. It's important for the basic that it survive. If you don't have fear, someone that don't have doesn't have fear, it's hard to survive. Oh, I doesn't have fear. I can expose myself and for how say that, to many dangers. So it's very, very, very good what you said. What do you think about it, Fabiano? Don't you do you agree with Almir?
Yes, I think fear is not always a negative emotion. I think fear makes you move. So, of course, if you lead with a lion, for example, you fear makes you run. Or, but uh, I think that it's not all the time a negative emotion. If uh, I forgot the word. Fear incomoda. So I think incomoda, but you makes you move. I think that.
No, that's it's something that really can bother someone, especially
Yes.
when we feel a lot of fear for something. For example, I have a phobia about something. That's it's dangerous. But have fear, it's important. If it's not too much, if you have a balance between also having fear and facing your fear, have courage. It's I think that is the most important. Very very good point, Fabiano. What about you, Brizola? What do you think about the second question, the question number two?
I think fear is more negativity than positivity emotional because it often stops us from doing things that could bring something positive in the future. It usually happens when you face new situations that take us out of our comfort zone, or when people around us say things that make our fear even stronger. Yeah.
I think that you brought two very important things. So this relationship between not relationship, but this influence that other people can have, how said, over us. So to help us to facing our fears and to just grave more this fears to make this worse. So you have to pay attention. And the first one, it's the problem is when the fear block us. You know, you feel freeze. You cannot do something about this fear. So very good points. What do you think about it, Mateus? Do you think that fear it's important in life? Could you have how said, give us an example?
Yeah, fear is very important. I think the main topic about this fear, what you uh, um, what you fear. For example, if it's something to stop your growth, something to stop your life. For example, like the guy said before, if I fear about talking public, probably this is um, atrapalhar my career. So it's a fear can if it stop me to do something, oh, this is a problem in my life. But if I have a fear about, I don't know, snake, oh, okay, it's probably don't affect too much your life, at least normal life. If you live in the jungle, that may be a problem, but in the normal life, don't be a problem.
Yeah, I think that another interesting point that some fears are more, how can I say it, accepted that these fears will not disturb, as you said, your life, but others that can be very very problematic. For example, no, this fear to speak in public, it's something that if we have to do it. Normally in our life, we have to do this kind of things. Everyone will face these situations times and times. But as you said, oh, someone that just have a fear of snakes, that's something normal, and it can be the person can live with this fear. I totally agree. Very important point. Guys, let's switch directly for our not for our question number six. So I will start with you, Omir, again. So, do you think people are born brave, or can they learn to be brave? So this thing that someone that really face their fears. You think that is something natural or something that we can learn?
I think that some people have a tendency of taking risks more than, naturally than other people. Okay, it's one of their traits. I think that's the word traits, but it's just some people, not everybody. Some others can learn to overcome their fears through experiences and situations that you go through. So some part of the people has already this tendency of taking risks more naturally, and some others can face and experience situations, difficult situations, and overcome and become with less fear or no one at all.
Interesting. So for you, we have a mixed. So there are something that some people just it's more natural, but someone that everyone can improve this how said ability to face the fears and to be brave.
Yes, as I said, I was afraid a long time ago to talk in front of a lot of people. But now for me, it's very simple, no problem at all. So I overcame. I have no problem with this. So through experience and situations, but you have to face, you have to fight against all these things. You don't have it. It cannot hold you back. Okay.
Very good, very good. I think everyone here it's a we are brave people because we are facing our how said that fears. So that's good. What do you think about it, Fabian? Do you think that how said that to be brave it's something that we have to born with this quality, or we can learn the how to be a brave person? And if you can explain to us what do you consider that it's a brave person, someone that is brave? Oh, this person is brave.
I think it depends on the person's personality. So uh, you can be you. I think you born, for example, you can be a extroverted person since when you was born. Uh, and brave person for me is a person that how can I translate it? For example, palpa toda obra.
Very good. It's
I
impossible to translate this
yes,
expression.
yes, a person that leads with anything, do anything with courage, with enthusiasm, and with uh, faith too, and other. For me, is this kind of person. So I think you can learn it some depend on the situation. You can learn it something. For example, I was when I was a teenager, I was a very shy person. I can't talk to girls, so I learned to how to lead with this situation. So uh, I think in some situations you can learn to be brave.
Very good. Very good. I really like it, your definition for how's that be a brave person, being a brave person. And that's good. That's good. I totally agree with you. To me, I think it's something that we can learn, and it's very related to something that Brizola said to us that your environment can be uh, can help you to learn or not. So I think that I learned it to face my fears with my family, and they were very important to create this ability to be brave in some situations. So very good. What do you think
Now,
about it, Brizola? And go
one
ahead, Fabiano.
one thing nowadays, my therapist makes me brave person.
Yeah, therapy. I totally agree for you. For example, nowadays I have my family with me, but I do therapy too, and talk with my therapist. We really because of fear. The problem of the
Yes,
fear is when this fear it's not rational, rational. It's something that it's in your mind, and you and when you realize and you think with your therapist or something like that, or in other situations, you just say, oh, I don't have a really how's that to be afraid in this kind of situation. No, what can happen if
yes.
something is wrong? Not nothing bad will happen. So it's important. Therapy. It's a good point, Fabiano. What about you, Brizola?
I think people can learn to be brave. No one is born without fear, but we can develop courage through experience and the talent. Every time we face something that is scary us, we grow a little stronger. Being brave is not about not feeling fear. It's about acting even when we do. I believe bravery comes from practice and the self-confidence. The more we push ourselves out of your comfort zone, the more we realize that we are capable of handling difficult situations over time. That's how courage becomes part of who we are. Yeah.
Very good, very good. I will not say something because it was perfect. Thank you so much, Brizola. What about you, Mateus? Do you agree with this assumption that Brizola said that it's fear, it's something that we can learn?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think everything is learning. For example, if the, the the principal point for me is the environment and the child age. When you was a child, if for example, if you are a child born and raised in the jungle, probably you don't fear about snake and a lot of animals, but maybe you are fear about travel plans or something like that, talk in public. So the environment, how do you see os comportamentos de your parents, uncles, and because of that you act and learning with them. For me, it's that.
Very, very good points. I totally agree with you. I didn't, I have not thought about it before, but what you said, it's the good example. Someone that is raised in a forest probably will not be, how said, afraid with some animals. This is the same thing for everything. So, and it remembers me that fear is it's a very important emotion that we have for especially for unknown situations, so something that we don't know yet, and our brain is just saying to us, oh, pay attention because that can be dangerous. But when you realize that it's something that, oh, yeah, and as you said, you're observe the people that surround you, their behavior, and how they are doing. Oh, everything was doing good, doing well. You will not, you don't have reasons to feel this fear, and it's the same when you have this exposure that everyone here how said that brought some example that, oh, I used to be afraid to speak in public. Now I got how said that to use it because I spoke in public many times, so now to me it's nothing. So very good point, Mateus. And let's move on for our question number 7. Almir, how does fear affect decision making? So,
Oh,
this
so
relationship between fear and decision making.
number 7. I think fear can make you more cautious,
Mm.
even if you are close to have a benefit. Like in the workplace, you are about to get a promotion, but you are afraid of making a mistake or many mistakes, so it turns you cautious. So you have to balance. I don't know. Uh, there is an expression in English that says, "Is the bite worth the chew?" I don't know if you have heard this one. Is the bite worth the chew? You have to balance it and check. Será que vale a pena o esforço ou encarar tudo isso? Será que a mordida vale a pena a mastigação? É uma tradução mais ou menos assim, mas
Ah,
será que
very
vale a
good.
pena o esforço? Is the bite worth the chew? I just remember this one, and it has something to do with it. You have to check. It depends on the situation.
Very good points. I didn't know this expression. Very good. After, if you
I
can write
I'll,
to us.
I'll type. I'll type on the
Ah,
chat.
very good, very good. I really like. I think that is important. These idioms are very, how I say that, useful, and we have to learn. Thank you so much, Amir. Very, very, very good points. What do you think about it, Fabiano? Do you think that how fear affect our decision making?
I think fear can take you to have to pay attention with the risks of the decision makes. So, for example, my last work, I work with data and some KPIs. I need to provide some KPIs to the company, to the managers. So my main fear is to to make a report with wrong numbers, for example. So I always did the double checks the numbers, the codes to the reports and other things to make safe that the numbers are correct. So I think fear makes you have more attention with the risks, and to do a better job with the quality and something.
Very good. I think that it's how Amir said. You be you with the fear make us be more prudent,
Yes.
have this cautious. So it's a very very good point. And this example that you also brought to us, it's very very useful. So in the work you check, you double check, you so it's something that you will be more prudent, because you have this fear to make something wrong. So very very good point, Fabiano. What do you think about it, Brizola?
For me, I think fear can really affect the decision maker because it make us overthink and double ourselves. Sometimes we choose the safest option instead of the one that could bring better results, just to avoid taking risks. It can limit our growth with we letting control our choices. However, I think fear can also be useful when we learn to manage it. It helps us carefully prepare better and avoid impulsive decisions. They can is find and balance using fear as a guide, not as a barrier. Yeah.
Very good, very good. And you brought us that this is not others. The other side, this that is the fear can make us overthinking, how said I overthinking, as you said, about something that it's just simple, or we can avoid to how said that, something that is not risky. In fact, it's just something normal, and that you could take it, all the how said that, advantage. But very good point. It's a balance. I think that is the secret for everything. Thank you, Brizola. What do you think about it, Mateus? This relationship between fear and decision making, and if you have another example to us, you are very good in bringing examples.
Uh, I agree with the guy said before. The the overthink and to be more prudent is real. This can be good, but sometimes this cannot be good. For example, if you need to look for me now, for example, I use a personal example. Now I'm looking for a new job, but uh, I I have a fear to apply to international companies. So because of that, maybe I can lost some opportunities because they fear to do that. Okay, I know I need to study more to be more prepared, but uh, if I try, at least I try. But now I have this fear and I don't. So in the situations can be good, but in the others cannot be good.
Very, very good point, and I shared this fear with you. To me, I've already lost a lot of opportunities just because I had fear to fail. And even if would receive this negative answer, I think that would be useful to me. For example, I could be learn English before if I had faced it before this fear. But I think that we have to accept our moment too, our process, because sometimes it's just okay. I'm afraid, and that's okay to accept this for a little bit. We have to elaborate more in our head, I think. But it's a very good point. Fear can help us to prevent, but can even prevent damage, prevent how say that dangers, but even can be something that frees us. And because of that, it's so important to face our fears. But when we are really prepared, I think. Thank you so much, Mateus. Almir, let's. Could you read and answer the question number 8, please?
Okay, number 8. What role does fear play in achieving success? That's number 8. Fear can be a motivator, in my opinion, a motivator, okay? Pushing you to work harder. For instance, you are afraid of losing your job. You are afraid of losing your job. So you can be more productive even. So it can push you to work harder, or else you lose your job. So that's one point. But if fear is too intense in your life, it can prevent you from taking risks, so you can miss opportunities in your life. So that is the both of these points together. You can miss opportunities if you have a big, a great fear that you can't fight against. That's my opinion.
Very good. I totally agree. Totally agree with you. It's something that have to pay attention because the fear, at the same time that the fear can be a motivator, as you said, because that can be something that you just, oh, I will not do it. So that's important to think about it because, for example, when you are so confident, that can be something bad for us because if you have a huge confidence, some people. Not just some people, in some situations, people can do it, just be so confident and just, oh, I will not prepare myself, I will not work so hard because I'm so confident, I know that I'm so great doing this or that, and that can be a problem. For example, as a teacher, I'm a lecturer in university in law. I know that the only thing that I put in my head and I really want to keep it's I have to prepare every single class because it's better, even if it's something that, oh, I've already taught many times. I really have to prepare my classes because if I don't do it, something can be wrong, something wrong can happen, or I cannot be so good. I can forget something that it's important for the students. So be prepared, and fear can help us. For example, in this case, if it's not a fear that will freeze us, fear can motivate us. I totally agree with you, Amir. What do you think about it, Fabiano?
As said before, I think in case of achieving a success, fear can be a role that you lead with some risks and some pay attention what you are doing. So this in my opinion, is other thing that fear can do for you. So makes you more I forgot the word again. Precavido. So make fear can do this role to be a precavido person. So you and with this fear you will pay attention more in more details or in more risks or in more details that can put your project or what you are doing in a way to success.
Very good. Yeah, and I think that is to be prudent, I think, right?
Yeah,
As
prudent.
you
Yeah,
said,
prudent.
very good. Very good
Yeah,
point. I
it can
totally
be
agree with you.
prudent. It can be cautious, like
Cautious.
cauteloso, cautious, precavido is the same.
Yeah, cautious, prudent, very good. I think that's it. It's the difference between the poison and the remedy. It's the I don't know how to say it, dose, but so the quantity that you take. So if the balance, it's everything. What do you think about it, Brizola?
My point of view, I think fear can actually play both a positive and a negative role in achievement success. On the other hand, it can hold us back and make us avoid the challenge. But on the other hand, fear can also motivate us to prepare better and push ourselves to improve. It depends how we handle it. If we face it instead of running from it, fear can become a source of strength. Sometimes fear reminds us how much we care about something, and that can drive us to work harder and give our best. So I believe success often comes not from avoid fear, but from learning how to use it in your favor. Yeah.
Very good, very good points, Brizola. And as you said, I totally agree. Fear sometimes can just remember us that that's it's an important thing. I really care about this thing, so I'm afraid because I care about it. Because if it was something that I just doesn't care, I just don't care, I would not feel like that. Very good point, Brizola. What do you think, Mateus, about it? This point.
For me, fear it's um, a whole can be us living more. So if because the fear, we are more prudent, like we said before. We double check. We don't get in scams and lost some money, lost some thing we want. So for me, fear it's good for that. Good for that. I know and I agree. With fear, we can be motivated in some situations, can impulse us to act something. But in my opinion, it's temporarily temporary because uh, I worked before with fear. It's not good because when week pass, month pass, and this thing in your mind consume you. We don't sleep well, and this fear starts to um, atrapalhar você. So for me, um, okay, if it's a short time, but if it's a long time, it cannot be good. This type of fear.
I totally agree with you. That's it's hard to find this because that's a problem. If you don't, you should just say, "Oh no, I'm afraid now, and I will take my moment, my process." But we cannot be afraid for of something for the rest of our life, the entire life, our entire life. So to find this moment, it's very difficult. Guys, let's switch for the question number 10 because we were talking about in the beginning of our immersion that other peoples can influence how say that our fears about when we are afraid or how we will face this fear. So I would like to know, Almir, have you ever helped someone else overcome a fear?
Okay, that's number 10. Yes, I use it to swim. I use it to swim a lot. Back in the days, not right now. It's a long time ago. I used to swim. I even participated in many competitions swimming. I have about helping people. I have helped people not to be so afraid of a swimming pool or going to the sea in a sunny day There are a lot of people that are afraid of water, a swimming pool, for instance. So I have helped a lot in my life. Many people, oh, don't be afraid. Come with me, because the person sees me swimming freely, floating in the water, in the sea, in a swimming pool, laid on the water. So, well, how do you do that? So easy for you? Yes, you can do it. You can do the same. So that's only one example. Okay. Uh, the microphone is too
Oh,
small.
very good one. Very good one. I think this is a very common fear. With the fear, how say that, to swim into, how say that, go inside of a swimming pool. It's very, very, very important, and have someone to help us. It's a precious, very, very good example, and congratulations, Almir, for doing it. What about you, Fabiano? Have you ever helped someone now, so overcoming fear?
Yes, one of my ex-girlfriends, she used to be afraid to fly. So yes, and one day we flew to the northeast on vacation, but she is totally, but it's stopped. Oh, I don't want to go back in the airplane. So I explained to her all the theory of the flights, because I love aviation. So I studied this for just for fun, and I know how the physics works in an airplane, and I explained to her. I try to converse, to talk a lot with her, and I think I got it, because she gets in a plane and don't feel a lot of afraid. Uh, of course, she feels some fear, but she can went with me to Northeast, a long time ago.
Very good, very good. And listening you and listening Almir too, I realized that something that is important to help someone overcome a fear, it's knowledge. For example, because you
Yes,
had knowledge about flights, Almir had knowledge about swimming, and it's to be patient, it's to really communicate and safer. But have knowledge is really, it's really helpful in this kind of situation.
Normally, we have a phase of fear that's something that we don't know a lot. So I think in most case of the fears is when we don't know about the thing. So if you research, if you learn about everything that involves this thing, you can feel more comfortable.
Very good. I totally agree with you. I think especially the irrational fears, they are like that because they are fears that we didn't have really feel this emotion. But
Yes.
so knowledge can help us to be rational and say, oh, well, that I don't have a reason, a real reason to feel like that. Very, very good point, Fabiano. What do you think about it, Brizola?
Yeah, for me, I once helped a friend who was really afraid of going on a roller coaster. I don't know it's correctly, montanha-russa. They always avoided it because they thought it has to scary. One day, I encouraged them to try it with me. We started with smiler rides and talked the whole time to stay calm. In the end, they actually enjoyed it and even wanted to go again. It's feel great to see them overcome that fear.
Very good, very good. Yeah, and to be together, it's a very good friendship. Say, oh, come with me. I will do it with you. It's something that really can, how to say that, help people to overcome fear. Very, very good point, Brizola. What about you, Mateus? Have you ever helped someone else overcome a fear?
Yeah, yeah. Last week I travel with my wife and friends. We went to Chapada Diamantina,
Oh, very
and
beautiful place.
yeah, yeah. And for new one of the cachoeiras, I don't know speak English. We need to swim into the canyons for to achievement that. So I have a friend, and mesmo com o colete, lifeboat, I forgot the word. He's very, very nervous, and the process is going. It's too hard for him. But there, I talk with him, say, Daniel, be calm. You are with the college, so be calm. And the process we go out is very, very good for him. He's a lot of calm, and he said, "Oh, I'm swimming now." Yeah. So last week we have this experience.
Very good. Yeah, no, that's a yeah. And if I was with you, Matheus, you have to help me too because in this kind of situations in waterfall, with has said that nature, I'm someone that really scared. I can be really scared. But a good point. You could have said that. Pass for this person that we were relaxed, that it was everything was good. So good points, guy. We don't have not anymore Hassan, a time for another question, but I would like to hear you. Everything was good here. Someone would like to share your experience here? Fabiano, for example, everything was good.
Yes, very good conversation. It was very good to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not so usual talk about fears, but I really
Yes,
like it. But what about you, Amir? Everything was good?
Yes, everything was good. Everything was good. I was thinking on the last one. In the last one, I would like to be a hitchhiker. A
A
hitchhiker,
hitchhiker?
é, hitchhiker.
What
Hitchhiker
did?
é o cara que pede carona com o dedão lá, tal, viaja
Ah,
de graça.
okay.
Hitchhiker.
Very good.
So I
I
would
didn't
travel
know
around
this.
the world without paying anything, but if I didn't have any fear, that's the question. Anyway,
That's
so
point.
it
That's the
was so
point.
good. I would like to hear a hitchhiker. So that's it. It was very nice being here with you guys. Okay.
Thank you so much for being here, Almir. What about you, Brizola?
Yeah, for me the same. This conversation has very interesting, productive, and great to see my college perspective on fear. Thank you so much for being this topic.
Thank you, Brizola. It was amazing to share this moment with everyone here. What about you, Matheus? To finish, everything was good?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of good. It's amazing topics. And now I mean think more about my fears and how I face it. So it's very good talk with you guys.
No, thank you. I'm doing the same. It was amazing bring this topic today because now we can. I could. I'm thinking a lot about how I can manage my fears, what I have to do, what I'm doing in my life right now, the fears that I already have, the fears that are rational or irrational. So thank you so much, guys. I put the link of the survey here. If you have any comments, feel free to do it. It's totally anonymous. And see you in our next how said immersion here on another immersion. And how say that? Be brave. You are brave persons. Just people just for being here and facing this challenge that it's learning another language. And see you in a future immersion, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
bye
Thank you,
bye.
guys.
Bye.